Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Day-Glo Buffalo and this is Let's Play Zak McKracken and the Alien Mindbenders. The game was made by Lucasfilm Games, as they were called back then. And afterwards, of course, it became LucasArts. It came out in 1988. I used to have this game on my Commodore Amiga and played it as a kid. And recently it came out on Good Old Games, so I immediately bought it. And what I'm going to be playing is the FM Towns version of the game, which came with the GOG purchase along with the original DOS version of the game, because I think this game is certainly the best looking version and probably also the best sounding version, even though, I don't know, the sound design of the game in general is a little bit iffy, but this one's pretty good. The other one's certainly... well, at least the DOS version was worse. I mean, the Amiga used to have pretty good sound, but I don't remember how it was back then. It's been many, many years since I've last played it on the Amiga. So anyway, that's enough talking for me, and let's get to the game. Hey, that's me! Tablet reporter spaces out in drain. After an abrupt music cutoff, the next morning. Zak, what am I going to do with you? But, boss, I'll never win the Pulitzer working for this sleazy tabloid. I'm sick of making up stupid stories. Then make up stories that aren't stupid. Yeah. Look, just do this last feature and then you can write your novel. Here's your ticket to Seattle. I want more on that vicious two-headed squirrel that's been attacking campers. Oh, alright. And while you're there, the first UFO sighting happened near Mount Rainier 50 years ago. Write it up too. Tablet reporter strangles boss over lousy assignment. What was that? Nothing, boss. What should I take on this exciting trip? I should make a drawing of that map I saw in my dream. Okay, so now we finally have control over Zak. We can move him around in the usual point-and-click fashion. And we have to set out on our assignment to Seattle. My God, Zak lives in a noisy neighborhood. Anyway, so, well, as is normal in adventure games, let's start by picking up everything that isn't nailed down. Starting with our fish. Sushi in a fishbowl. Then let's see what's in the drawer. Okay, pick up, what is this? A phone bell. And, okay, let's move on to the desk. First thing we want to do, of course, is turn on the answering machine. And since we don't really want to take our fish with us wherever we go, we might want to find a place where we can store it for the time being. So let's see, let's use sushi and fishbowl with lamp. Hope you're happy in there, Sushi. Of course, if we now turn on the lamp, he's going to be a lot less happy, because he's going to be fried. It's kind of like how you can microwave the hamster back in Maniac Mansion. I don't remember if I did that in the Let's Play I did. What? Anyway, let's move on and see what else we can pick up. Open a drawer, because there has to be something in a drawer. If there's a drawer in an adventure game, there's something in it. And we got a kazoo. Let's close the drawer again, and down here there's a plastic card, so let's pick that up. Oh no, I pushed it way under the desk. Okay, so we'll have to find another way to get to it. And there's the rug corner, we can pick that up. And we find some loose floorboards. There's really nothing we can do about that right now. It could turn out useful later on in the game, but really there's no point. We can go exploring down there later, but it's really not necessary to solve the game. And then here there's torn wallpaper, so let's pick that up. Alright, I think we've gotten everything we could out of the bedroom, so let's move on into the living room. And Zach has got a pretty nice, huge TV. So let's turn it on. Meanwhile, in a secret room. Ahem. I just talked to the king. He said the machine is working perfectly. Yeah, working perfectly. He said in just a few more days, all Earthlings will be stupider than we are. Yeah, stupider than we are. I think you've been hanging around the machine too long. Yeah, too long. I think I need a new partner. Yeah, new partner. See ya! Alright, here we are, back from the cutscene. And actually what those two aliens in the cutscene were referring to is that together with the game, you get a copy of the National Inquisitor. That's the tabloid that Zach works for. One of the stories in it is about the phone company, who is apparently using, I think it's a 60 hertz hum, to turn people stupid. And what we saw there was the alien standing before the machine that emits that 60 hertz hum that is turning people stupid and is obviously turning that one alien stupid as well. So anyway, since we're talking about things that are making people stupid, let's turn on the TV. It doesn't have any controls on it. It's one of those TVs. Oh well. Let's start by cleaning up here. Pick up the seat cushion. Good idea, this place is a mess. Wow. He's certainly got a very interesting notion of what a mess is. But now we can pick up, or we can use the power cord in the outlet. And so the TV has juice again. So now let's turn on the TV. Doesn't have any controls on it. So let's, as is always best to do when you're presented with a couch, let's look under the cushions because there's usually something lost in there. And of course, here we have the remote control. So now, hopefully, we can turn on the TV. No, use remote control. Not walk to remote. This interface is a little bit iffy, so I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes with it. So bear with me. Okay, here we go. Good morning, San Francisco. This is Lori Amore. We'll continue today's top story about the Yale's Code's mission to Mars after this important message. Hello, I'm Annie Laris from the Society for Ancient Wisdom in San Francisco. Gosh, she looks very familiar. Where have I seen her before? In your dream, you idiot. Our quest for a greater understanding of the past can make a better world today. But we need your help. Please deposit artifacts in our 14th Avenue drop slot. I promise they will be returned undamaged. Thank you for your time. Now, from Mars, one of the women who made the dangerous journey, Melissa China. Hi there. Melissa, why have you and your friend Leslie traveled all the way to Mars? We had dreams in which an alien told us how to convert our van into a spaceship. We were told to fly to Mars and wait for further instructions. So here we are. I see. And have you received your, instructions? No, we haven't talked to any intelligent being since we landed, but we're willing to wait. Oops, my helmet says my oxygen level is low. I have to go refill it. Okay, Melissa, thank you, and good luck. We'll continue with today's top story about the universal stupidity epidemic after this. After this. After the story about the universal stupidity epidemic. If you've been feeling increasingly stupid lately, you're not alone. Scientists are baffled by a mysterious buzz that is affecting people worldwide. The 60-cycle hum seems to come from every telephone line on the planet. A spokesperson for the phone company refused to comment. Okay, so as we saw there, first of all, there was an ad by a society looking for artifacts, which is right here in San Francisco, as is Zach. Then there was an interview with a girl who went to Mars, which actually is also referred to in two of the articles in the tabloid, one of them being apparently an amusement park having been found on Mars, and another one about actually an interview with the guy who turned the girl's van into a spaceship. And lastly, there was a news report about the universal stupidity epidemic caused by the 60-cycle hum in the phones, which, as we already know, the aliens are causing. So anyway, since this is not going anywhere, let's turn off the TV. I have to use remote control. Well, then use the remote control. Okay, let's move on, finally. And we make our way to the kitchen. First of all, here we have a butter knife. Let's pick that up and open the cabinet. And here we have a box of crayons. Only one yellow crayon left. Since earlier we were saying we should take a note of the map we saw in the dreams, let's use the yellow crayon on the torn wallpaper. I drew the map from my dream on it. Okay. Let's take a look at that. And here's the map, which is going to be useful later on. And while we're at it, let's raid the fridge. And we have an egg. Guess Zach's on a diet. So let's close the fridge, pick up a small key here, but before we leave, we have to do one more thing. Go back to the bedroom. And since we now have the butter knife, let's use the butter knife with the plastic card. Yay! It's my cash card! And he's gonna get a lot of mileage out of that one. Alright, so now we got everything we could out of the apartment. Let's open up the door and head out. We have our mailbox, which is empty, so we don't need to take anything. But here is Le Bakery right next to our house with a sign outside saying closed for service, push doorbell. Well, okay, let's push the doorbell. We are closed and we're out of fresh bread anyway. I apologize for that terrible accent. Yeah, but I really want some bread, so let's insist. Listen, you don't want the bread we have left. Go away, or I shall taunt you a second time. I do seriously want whatever bread they have left, so... Okay, you asked for it. Wow, that is some seriously stale bread. Left a nice big hole in the sidewalk, so let's pick that up. And we can move on. But I think this is a good place to stop this first part of Let's Play Zak McKracken, and I'll thank you for watching. If you want, leave a comment or a like, and I'll see you in the next part. So until then, have a good one.